Hello everyone and welcome to a Stardew Valley mining guide. Especially near the bottom, near the lava levels and the skull caverns, the mines can get quite tricky and tough. And you find yourself nearly dying. So that is why I've compiled this. I hope it helps and enjoy! Okay, so before we even get into the mines, we're gonna need food. You can get salmonberries in spring, and blackberries in autumn or fall. There's a lot of these on nearly every bush you come across, so they're very abundant. And also, another good thing to do is check your TV. Now, you want to go to the mines on the best luck day you can, so press on that fortune teller, and sometimes you'll see an iridium star. That's the day you want to go. There's 5 that you can possibly get. There's iridium star, pyramid, and then there's neutral, and then there's a worst, which is a red skull. You do not want to go mining on a red skull. It won't end up good for you. Even though you can still go mining, it's not the best. Now upon entering the mines, you'll see Marlin. He'll give you a rusty sword, which is a low level sword. This is also the first time you see the inside of the mines. To your left, you'll see a minecart. It doesn't work yet. To your right, you'll see what looks to be an unbreakable rock. And to the very top, you'll see an elevator. You also see the shaft leading down. Now, this is what you can interact with. You can interact with nothing else at this point. You will be able to later on, but for now, you just want to get down there and get started with the mines. One tip most people avoid is actually just breaking the speckled rocks. These always drop stone. They take less energy to break. They can drop coal, they can drop geodes. There's nothing they can drop that is bad, so always break these rocks and you'll get far. Another thing most people forget is actually just breaking the crates and barrels that spawn. You can get a lot of good things. You can even get gems and geodes, like you can get wood. You can actually get hardwood, which is actually great for doing the community centre if you're planning to do it in year 1. So keep this in mind when going in the caves. Every 5 levels, you're able to unlock the elevator, which will zip you back down to your previous 5th level that you've achieved. Now this is quite useful, as sometimes you might not want to go all the way. With bars you find in the cave, you can also upgrade your tools from the normal to gold to iron, and you get even the iridium. The iridium is the best paired with the galaxy sword. You can basically take out everything in nearly one hit. It's the best the game has once you've got it. Okay, so then we move on to all different types of levels. This is brown earth. You can find copper here, and you can find normal slimes, you can find bugs, you can find duggies, all the standard stuff. It's the first level you'll get. Then we move on to brown weeds. Now brown weeds is much the same as brown earth, however you can get these annoying bugs everywhere, and they're kind of more annoying than hard to kill because they twist around and turn, and you also get grub, which turns into those. We then move on to Shadowworth. Now this is kinda hard to see, it's quite dark. It has bats and also these weird stone golems that come up from the ground, and considering it's so dark, it's hard to see them and spot them, and they're quite hard to kill. So I find this one, you want to get this over as quick as possible. We then move on to Frozen Earth. Frozen Earth is the first encounter to frozen geodes, frost jellies, and most notably the iron. Now iron, you're going to need this to improve your tools, improve your weapons. You're going to need it for the community centre as well, so very useful. Then move on to Frozen Castle. Frozen Castle is much the same as Frozen Earth, however you get skeletons that nearly take their bones out and throw them at you. It's kind kind of hard to kill, relatively hard, but there's not much difference between Frozen Earth and Frozen Castle, except for the really castle-like aesthetics. Then there's Lava Earth. Now, Lava Earth is when you find gold. You also find Shadow Shaman, Lava Slimes, and Shadow Brutes. These are kind of hard to kill. It gets very hard as you get to these levels. Second hardest in the game, from what I know. Level with another one is the second hardest. So keep that in mind when going into these, but it's what you want if you get gold and other good things. We then move on to, finally, Crimson Earth. Crimson Earth is nearly the hardest you can possibly get. It is tough, it is hard, it's the final stretch though, until you get to the very bottom of the caves. Once you reach the bottom of the caves, you find yourself the Skull Key. Now this can be used for Jinmo Cart, but most importantly, the Skull Caverns. Once you get to the Skull Caverns, you can get Iridium, you can get many other cool things in the Skull Cavern. I forgot to mention, but every 10 levels you come across, you'll get a chest. In the chest, they hold a variety of things, from boots, to weapons, to any other sort of things. But they nearly act as a thing to protect you for what's to come in the next levels. Every so often, through levels, you may find a Minecart Track. Now, at the very end of this level, there's always a staircase leading down. And there is also always some coal in either a minecart or a guitar case, which is very useful. On level 20, you'll find a big pool of water with ghost fish and stonefish inside, which can be used to fill up the collection tab. On level 60, you'll find a ghost fish and an ice pip, the ice pip being harder to catch, however also reels in a little bit more cash. And then the lava levels, which appears on level 100, with a lava eel which costs a lot but is also really hard to catch. It's also not uncommon to find gem nodes. Gem nodes hold their respective gem, which can sell for a good price and can be donated to the museum. You can also find mushroom levels, which can spawn on any type of levels, not just the railway track that it landed on this time. And these can spawn anything from mushrooms, the red type, to the purple type, as well as some enemies along the way, just like any other levels. However, they only appear on certain types from levels 100 onwards. We'll now move on to the rock to the right. You can mine this with iron or higher pickaxe or a cherry bomb, and then you'll find this dwarf. Now, if you've obtained the Dwarvish Translation Guide, you can actually talk to him and he'll sell a variety of things. However, most notably, he'll sell a rare crow. Rare crows are probably what you want from this, as most other things, apart from bombs, are not. We move on to special attacks. The sword special attack is a block. The club is a nearly thwack sort of motion. And then the dagger is a flurry of strikes. Then we have the weapon's normal attacks next. The sword is just a swing. The club is a swing with more force but less speed. And then the dagger is short, little damage, stabs. Move on to levels now. So each level gives you less amount of energy used with your pickaxe. Level 1 gives you the recipe for a cherry bomb. It's a small bomb, not the best, but not the worst either. Level 2 gives you a staircase. These are very useful in Skull Caverns, and relatively useful in the normal caves, but more Skull Caverns. Level 3 is a cooking recipe, a miner's treat. I would encourage you to cook other things, but if you want to complete the game, you're going to need this. Another crafting recipe is transmute Fe. This is turning copper into iron. And then level 5 is a choice. You can either pick miner, which is +1 ore per vein, or geologist, chance to find gems doubled. You then get a crafting recipe for a bomb. This, in my personal opinion, is the best bomb out of the 3. You then get transmute AU, which is turning iron into gold. Quite useful. You then get the mega bomb recipe. This is hard to outrun, but is the biggest explosion, blowing up the most. At level 9 we get the crystallarium. It duplicates gems. Very useful. It doesn't work on the prismatic shard though. Then level 10 is a choice. You get blacksmith, bars are worth 50% more. You don't need this. Prospector, chance to find coal doubled. At this point you also don't need this. Excavator, chance to find geodes doubled. Useful. And gemologist, gems are worth more. You want that. So anyway, I hope this video has helped. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing a lot more Stardew Valley content, so stick around. But until next time, bye!